An LMPD detective fired for the search warrant which led to the raid that killed Breonna Taylor was front and center at a hearing today.
WDRB's Breon Martin shares how the former officer tried to clear his name and get his job back. Breon?
Now, Joshua Jaynes made his case to the police merit board, who will eventually decide if his firing was justified. A fired LMPD detective is here to clear his name and get his job back.
He didn't lie. He was not untruthful.
But in this hearing, LMPD is also here to argue against that.
Unequivocally false.
Joshua Jaynes got the search warrant for the raid of Breonna Taylor's apartment.
Let Joel, let Zumach, everybody else, let's go.
He says he was under the impression her ex-boyfriend, Jamarcus Glover, was receiving packages possibly containing drugs, but he was fired for being untruthful about the work he did to get the search warrant approved.
A policy violation that justifies his termination.
Last year, paperwork for that search warrant showed that Jaynes verified through a U.S. postal inspector that Glover has been receiving packages at Taylor's apartment, but Brendan Doherty, an assistant county attorney representing LMPD, questioned that.
Did you actually speak to the U.S. postal inspector?
I personally did not speak to postal inspector.
Did you personally speak to anyone with the U.S. postal inspector's office?
No.
Jaynes now says he verified the information with Sergeant John Mattingly, one of the 3 cops involved in the deadly raid.
Sergeant Mattingly gives me information I'm assuming to be true, be correct. If I have no reason to not believe what information is giving me, then I'm assuming to be true.
Doherty holds firm the firing was justified.
The intelligence Jaynes swore to in number 9 of his affidavit was false. It is the very definition of untruthfulness. And Chief Gentry was right to fire him because of it.
Now, former Chief Yvette Gentry will be one of the other witnesses that will be testifying when these hearings pick up a little later on towards the end of this month. Live in Louisville, Breon Martin, WDRB News.